Hello, lovelies! Now, some of you already know this, but since having kids, I have developed quite a sweet tooth. And that's why I am always on the hunt for tasty recipes that will satisfy my sweet cravings without sacrificing my health. And today's recipe does just that. It's these absolutely divine dark chocolate and raspberry cookies, and they taste incredible, but they're loaded with ingredients you can feel really good about. Speaking of feeling really good, I am so excited to be partnering with Vitapod on today's video. Like me, Vitapod is all about making nutritious taste delicious with a one-of-a-kind system that essentially takes your tap water and transforms it into a delicious, healthy drink loaded with vitamins, minerals, and plant-based antioxidants. So each of the pods were developed by a team of doctors and health scientists, and different pods do different things. So there's hydrating pods, sports pods, immunity boosting pods, and even beauty pods. And they come in all sorts of really yummy flavors. There's a blueberry pomegranate, a blackberry mint, there's peach iced tea, and even watermelon, which is a big hit with the kids. As a mom, what I really love about them is that there is no sugar or artificial sweeteners added. So even though they taste a little bit like juice, you can feel a lot better about them. Plus, I should mention that the water filtration system itself is amazing. So even if you're not using a pod, this will give you fresh, clean, filtered water that is cooled to the optimal temperature for hydration. And before you even ask, the company provides a great recycling program, so all you need to do is send your pods back to them and they'll recycle them for you. How great is that? Now, to learn more about how you can get your hands on one of these Vitapods, you can go to vitapodworld.com or check out the link in the description box below the video. And we're actually giving one away today, so you can head over to my Instagram at the Domestic Geek one to check out all the details on how you can enter to win one of your very own. Now, without further ado, let's get to our absolutely incredible dark chocolate and raspberry cookies. Are you excited? I'm excited. Now, first up for these cookies, we're going to be mixing up our dry ingredients. So in my bowl, I have got some quick cooking oats. You could definitely do this with old-fashioned rolled oats if that's what you have in your pantry, but I find quick cooking oats have a bit of a better texture because the flakes themselves are a little bit smaller. Then to that, I'm going to be adding some almond flour. Now, if you want to keep these nut-free, you definitely can by using either some gluten-free flour or even some all-purpose flour will totally work in this recipe. I like almond flour because it adds a little bit of protein and some healthy fats to these cookies, but definitely up to you depending on what you have on hand in your own kitchen. Next to that, I'm going to be adding some baking powder for some lift, as well as a little sprinkle of salt. We'll just give that a quick mix to get everything well combined, and then we can set our dry ingredients aside while we get to work on our wet ingredients. For this recipe, instead of traditional egg, I'm going to be starting with something called a flax egg. If you're not familiar with a flax egg, it's a really great egg alternative used in a lot of vegan baking. I really like it because, of course, flax is loaded with great nutrition and it makes these cookies kid-friendly. So if you've got a taster in the kitchen the way I do, you don't have to worry about them having any raw egg. How great is that? Now, to make your flax egg is really simple. You just add a tablespoon of ground flaxseed to your bowl with a few tablespoons of water. I should mention, if you do want to use just a regular egg in this recipe, you definitely have that option as well. Once I've got those ingredients mixed up, you just want to let your flax egg sit for between 3 and 5 minutes, and then it's time to add the rest of your wet ingredients. First up is our sweetener in this recipe. I've opted for some agave syrup here because that's what I had on hand in my pantry. Go ahead and use some honey in this recipe or some maple syrup. Both are great alternatives, totally up to you, whatever your sweetener of choice is. Just don't swap out the liquid sweetener for, say, a solid sweetener like granulated sugar or brown sugar, because the ratios of wet to dry ingredients will end up a little bit off. You want to make sure that you're using something wet. Next, I'm going to be adding just a splash of coconut oil here, so a couple tablespoons that I've just melted down. And finally, I've got a little bit of vanilla extract because, of course, we know vanilla makes everything so tasty. And we're going to be adding raspberries and chocolate to this, and the vanilla extract is the perfect complement. Once I've got all of those wet ingredients well mixed, I'll go ahead and add my dry ingredients to this and stir them together until I've created a nice dough. The final step is our mix-ins. And I have to tell you, once you've got the base of these cookies down, as far as your mix-ins are concerned, the sky's really the limit. You can use whatever you like. Today, I'm using a combination of some beautiful raspberries because of course they're lovely in season and delicious. And I've just given them a quick chop. And I'm also going to be adding in some chocolate chips. Now, you don't want to over mix this because of course your raspberries are really going to fall apart. You just want to sort of fold these in gently until the raspberries are studding the dough, and then we can get to work on shaping our cookies. Little taste test. Now it's just a matter of forming our cookies. I love to do that using a cookie scoop like this. Not mandatory, but just makes everything a little bit easier, and it makes your cookies a really uniform size and shape. Once I've scooped all of my cookies, I like to use a fork to sort of flatten them out a little bit. Because these cookies have no butter in them, they're not gonna sort of spread out the way a traditional cookie does. So whatever form they go into the oven in, that's how they're going to come out. So I like to use a fork just to flatten them out and turn them into cookie shapes. These look amazing already, and it's time for them to hit the oven at 325 degrees Fahrenheit for between 14 and 16 minutes, or just until they're set. I can't wait. These are gonna be awesome. Okay, friends, it is safe to say that I am pumped for these cookies. The raspberry smell is so good. You need to let them cool for at least 5 minutes before enjoying them, but trust me, it will be worth the wait because these cookies are absolutely incredible. They are soft, chewy, bursting with chocolatey raspberry flavor, and there is seriously so much to love. Honestly, so good. Lovelies, I hope you enjoy these cookies as much as I do and that you'll give them a try for yourselves. If you do, don't forget to tweet me, Instagram me, or Facebook me a photo because I always love seeing your kitchen creations. Once again, I want to thank Vitapod so much for sponsoring this video. And if you want to be making healthy, delicious drinks at home, be sure to check out vitapodworld.com. And to enter to win your very own Vitapod, head over to my Instagram and check out my latest post for all the details on how to enter. Thank you guys, as always, so much for watching. And finally, if you haven't already, be sure to subscribe because there is lots more deliciousness where this came from. The best part is, I'm thinking you could probably just eat these for breakfast. I'm going to.